Prompt Writing for Copywriters. Presented by AI Audiobook. Before we begin, don't forget to like the video. It helps more writers discover this valuable guide. Whether you're just getting started or you're an experienced copywriter, this audiobook will show you how to use AI the smart way. Prompt Writing for Copywriters is designed to help you write faster, think clearer, and deliver high-performing copy with less effort. You'll learn how to craft effective prompts, guide AI to match your brand voice, and save time on everything from brainstorming to polishing final drafts. This book turns AI from a tool into a creative partner, so you can focus on strategy, not just output. If you'd like to jump between chapters, you can use the timestamps in the video description. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Why AI is the copywriter's new best friend. The role of the copywriter has always evolved with technology. From print newspapers to digital ads, from typewriters to touchscreen devices, the tools may change, but the goal remains the same. Write words that persuade, engage, and sell. Now, a new partner has entered the scene. Not a colleague, not a client, but artificial intelligence. And it's quickly proving itself to be the most powerful creative assistant a copywriter could ask for. At first glance, AI might look like a threat. After all, it can write headlines, blog posts, emails, even landing pages in seconds. But here's the truth that professionals are starting to realize. AI is not here to replace great copywriters. It's here to amplify them. Like a camera didn't replace the artist, or the calculator didn't replace the accountant, AI doesn't replace the creative mind. It simply gives you a new level of leverage. The copywriter who understands how to work with AI becomes faster, sharper, and far more valuable. AI isn't just a tool that spits out words. When guided with the right prompt, it becomes a brainstorming partner, a draft generator, a research assistant, a headline tester, and a tone shifter. It doesn't get tired, it doesn't take breaks, and it never runs out of ideas. Imagine sitting down to write 5 versions of a Facebook ad, and instead of spending an hour coming up with variations, you get 5 rough drafts in under a minute. Now your energy can go into refining and improving, not just starting from scratch. This is what makes AI your best friend. It handles the heavy lifting of first drafts, helps you overcome creative blocks, and gives you momentum when your mind goes blank. It can help you explore directions you hadn't thought of, suggest hooks you wouldn't have written, test styles you might have missed, and all of it happens as fast as you can type. But this friendship isn't automatic. AI responds to the quality of your input. Like a camera in the hands of a beginner can still produce blurry shots, AI in the hands of someone who doesn't understand prompt writing will deliver bland or scattered results. To get the best out of this creative partner, you need to know how to talk to it. That's where prompt writing comes in. The better you guide the AI, the better it performs. Think of AI as your assistant who can write in any voice, test any idea, and summarize any content, but only if you give it clear instructions. It doesn't guess your thoughts, it doesn't read between the lines, it follows your prompt. That's why, for copywriters, learning how to write great prompts is no longer optional. It's a core skill of the modern workflow, and it goes beyond writing. AI can analyze customer testimonials and extract key selling points. It can help structure a sales page by suggesting a logical flow of benefits and objections. It can rephrase an entire article for a new audience, turn a blog into a social post, or make a script sound more persuasive. The applications are endless, and they save time you can reinvest into strategy, research, and client growth. For freelancers and agencies, AI means scaling without burning out. You can deliver faster. You can say yes to more projects. You can even develop systems that allow you to productize your services. For example, instead of writing every email campaign from scratch, you can build a template system powered by AI that gets 80% of the work done in one click. That's not just efficiency, that's leverage. Now, you might be wondering, if AI does all this, what happens to human creativity? The answer is simple. AI does not replace originality. It doesn't understand cultural nuance, emotional intuition, or human insight like you do. What it does is give you more space to use your creative energy where it matters most. Instead of staring at a blank page for an hour, you can start with something and shape it into something better. Instead of wasting brain power on simple rewrites, you can focus on high-level thinking. It's not about writing faster for the sake of speed. It's about freeing your time to think deeper, explore better ideas, and raise the quality of what you produce. This partnership between human creativity and machine assistance is the future, and those who learn to embrace it early will have a serious edge. Clients will choose the copywriter who delivers high-quality work faster. Businesses will invest in those who bring both strategy and execution. You won't be just a writer, you'll be a hybrid thinker, someone who understands both the message and the machine. In this new era, prompt writing becomes your bridge. It connects your human skill to the AI's power. And the more skilled you become at prompting, the more valuable you become in the market. Because at the end of the day, AI doesn't make copywriters obsolete. It makes skilled copywriters unstoppable. So when you hear people say AI is a threat, remind yourself it's not your enemy. It's your new best friend. And when you learn to work with it, not against it, you'll write faster, think clearer, and deliver results that set you apart. Chapter 2: Anatomy of an Effective Prompt. Every powerful AI response begins with a well-constructed prompt. Think of the prompt as the instruction manual you hand to the machine. It's how you tell it what to do, how to sound, what to include, and who the audience is. Without a clear and thoughtful prompt, even the most advanced AI will struggle to produce something useful. But with the right prompt, AI becomes a high-performing creative assistant that can handle everything from drafting to brainstorming with impressive accuracy. So what makes a prompt effective? It's not just about being clear, it's about being complete. A strong prompt includes 4 invisible elements that work together to shape the response. These are the task, the context, the tone, and the format. You don't always need all 4, but the more of them you use deliberately, the more refined your output becomes. Let's explore each one in natural terms. The task is the core of the prompt. It's what you're asking the AI to do. This can be something simple like writing a headline, generating ideas for a campaign, or drafting an email introduction. But vagueness is your enemy. Telling the AI, "Help me with marketing," is like walking into a restaurant and saying, "Bring me food." Be specific. Say, "Write 3 ad headlines for a skincare product targeting women over 40. That gives the AI a real job with boundaries and focus. Next is context. This is what gives your prompt depth. Context means telling the AI what it's working with, who it's for, or what the topic involves. Without context, the AI makes guesses. With context, it can be intentional. For example, if you want it to write a product description, don't just say, "Write a product description." Instead, say, "Write a short description for a noise-cancelling headphone designed for remote workers who travel frequently." You've now given the AI an angle, a user group, and a purpose, and that leads to a more targeted result. Then comes tone. AI can write in many voices, but it won't know which one to use unless you guide it. Do you want it to sound casual or formal? Friendly or professional? Do you need it to sound like a luxury brand or like a local service provider? If you skip this step, even good content might sound flat or mismatched to your brand. You don't have to overthink it. Just include a phrase like, "Use a confident, friendly tone," or "Make the voice sound like a trusted advisor." It helps the AI match your intention. The final piece is format. Format tells the AI how the response should be delivered. Do you want a list? A paragraph? A tweet? A caption? Should it be short or in-depth? Should it include a call to action? Think of format as the shape of the output. It's like telling a designer the dimensions of the poster before they start working. It doesn't change the content, but it controls how it's packaged. Now here's what it looks like when you combine all 4 elements into one prompt. Imagine this. Write a short, punchy Instagram caption promoting a minimalist travel backpack for digital nomads. Use a friendly and adventurous tone. Mention the anti-theft design and USB charger. Keep it under 25 words. This prompt gives the AI everything it needs: what to write, who it's for, how to sound, what to highlight, and how long to keep it. But beyond these 4 elements, there's one more trick that changes everything: assigning a role. Role assignment means telling the AI who it should act like while doing the task. For example, saying, "Act as a professional copywriter," or "You are an experienced brand strategist," unlocks a higher level of performance. It activates the AI's training in that specific area and sharpens the tone, structure, and vocabulary accordingly. For instance, you could say, act as a brand strategist. Write a short paragraph promoting a premium wellness retreat for women in their 40s. Use a calm, inspiring tone and focus on transformation. That simple role framing at the beginning changes how the entire response is written. It turns the AI into a specialist, not just a general assistant. What makes all of this so powerful is that it puts you in control. You no longer need to rely on hoping the AI will understand you. You can direct it with precision. You can tell it what role to take, what voice to use, what structure to follow, and what to focus on. It's like going from shouting instructions across a room to handing someone a step-by-step brief. That's the difference a strong prompt makes. As you grow in prompt writing, you'll find it useful to practice writing out the full structure first. Then, as you get faster, you'll be able to include just the essential pieces. But in the beginning, slow down and be deliberate. Say what you want clearly. Think like a client briefing a creative team. The AI is ready to work, but only when you give it the clarity it needs. An effective prompt is not just a question, it's a command with a blueprint. And the more complete the blueprint, the more powerful the result. In the next chapter, we'll take things a step further by exploring how to write prompts that drive performance. Not just good enough responses, but persuasive, high-converting, client-ready results. Because the real power of prompt writing isn't just in making AI respond, it's in making AI perform. Chapter 3. Prompting for High-Performance Copy. Every great piece of copy has a goal. Whether it's to sell, inform, engage, or inspire, high-performance copy doesn't happen by accident. It's the result of clear strategy, intentional writing, and now more than ever, smart collaboration with artificial intelligence. But AI can only help you hit your goal if you know how to prompt it the right way. When writing prompts for high-performance copy, the first step is knowing your objective. Are you trying to drive clicks, boost conversions, generate leads, or build brand awareness? AI works best when your prompt is focused on a specific outcome. Instead of saying, write an ad, say, write a conversion-focused Facebook ad for a new productivity app targeting remote workers who struggle with time management. You're not just asking for words, you're asking for words that work. Understanding the audience is the second key. High-performance copy speaks to someone specific. It taps into their needs, frustrations, desires, and language. When prompting AI, include details like the target demographic, pain points, and product benefits that matter to them. If your product helps busy parents, make that clear. If your audience is startup founders, tell the AI that. Without audience clarity, the AI will generate generic content that fails to connect. Tone and positioning matter just as much. High-performance copy is not just about what you say, but how you say it. If your brand voice is bold and edgy, your prompt should reflect that. If you're writing for a luxury brand, use prompts that guide the AI toward elegance and restraint. The more you describe the emotional intent and brand feel, the closer the AI will get to your voice. But performance isn't just about writing style, it's about structure. Ask AI to follow proven frameworks when needed. For example, if you're writing a product description, prompt it to use the problem agitate solution model. If you're crafting ad copy, tell it to include a hook, benefit, social proof, and a call to action. You can even ask for multiple variations. For example, give me 3 versions of this email, each with a different subject line and tone, one playful, one professional, and one urgent. Great copywriting is about testing and improving. Use AI to help you test faster. Instead of writing one landing page headline, prompt AI to generate 10. Then pick the best, combine ideas, or refine one further. You don't have to accept the first draft. High-performance prompting is iterative. It gets better with each round. You can also use AI to analyze and rewrite. Feed it an old piece of copy and ask for improvements. Say, rewrite this email to be more persuasive and concise, or make this headline more curiosity-driven. AI becomes a powerful editor, not just a writer. It points out weak spots and suggests upgrades you might not see yourself. Another powerful trick is prompting AI to identify emotional triggers. Ask it, what emotional hooks would appeal to someone buying this fitness program? Or, what fears or aspirations drive someone to purchase this service? This gives you insight you can turn into stronger messaging. And when it comes to testing different angles, prompting can be a goldmine. Ask, give me 5 unique angles to promote this product, or what are 3 alternative ways to position this course for high school teachers? These variations help you explore new directions without losing time. That's how you keep campaigns fresh and competitive. One of the highest leverage uses of AI is pre-writing research. You can prompt it to summarize testimonials, pull out unique selling points, or analyze the competition's messaging. Instead of starting your copy from a blank page, you start with insights. This not only makes your writing faster, it makes it stronger. Remember, high-performance prompting is not about fancy wording. It's about clarity, focus, and intent. When your prompts are sharp, your output is sharper. When your goal is clear, the AI can help you reach it faster. And when you treat the process like a collaboration, not automation, you'll see just how far your work can go. So if you want your AI-generated copy to actually perform, don't treat prompts like shortcuts. Treat them like strategy. Feed the machine with purpose, direction, and vision, and it will reward you with copy that's not just good, but effective. High-performance copy starts with a high-performance prompt. And once you master this process, you'll have more than a tool. You'll have a system that brings results on demand. Chapter 4. Mastering Prompt Iteration and Role Assignment. One of the biggest mistakes new AI users make is assuming that the first output is the final one. They type a basic prompt, get a mediocre result, and walk away thinking AI is unimpressive. But professional copywriters know the real secret. Great prompts are rarely written once. They're developed through iteration. And one of the most powerful upgrades you can make to your prompt is assigning a role to the AI. Let's begin with iteration. Iteration means shaping your output through a series of small, smart adjustments. It's a creative loop where you refine your prompt to get better results each time. Think of it like directing an actor. You don't just say act, you guide, give feedback, and ask for retakes. You adjust tone, pace, delivery until it feels right. Prompting AI works the same way. For example, you might start with a simple request like, write a product description for a new smartwatch. The output is fine, but not exciting. So you revise, make the tone more energetic and target it at young professionals who love tech. Now the copy improves. You go further, add 3 specific features and end with a strong call to action. Suddenly, the result feels sharp, relevant, and ready to publish. This process, prompt, review, adjust, repeat, is the backbone of high-level prompting. Don't expect magic in one shot. Expect momentum. Each version brings clarity. Each tweak teaches you what works. Now let's talk about role assignment. Role assignment is one of the most underrated tools in prompt writing. It means telling the AI who to pretend to be before completing the task. This changes everything. When you say, act as a senior copywriter, or you are a conversion-focused marketing strategist, the AI draws from patterns, tones, and examples related to that role. The output becomes sharper, more relevant, and far more aligned with your goal. Let's say you need ad copy. Instead of just writing, give me ad copy for a fitness app, you write, act as a persuasive direct response copywriter. Write ad copy for a fitness app targeting busy professionals. That change in perspective upgrades the result instantly. Assigning a role sets a professional lens. It tells AI which mindset to use, what level of depth to aim for, and what kind of voice or structure is appropriate. Without it, AI writes as a general assistant. With it, AI becomes a specialist, a strategist, a storyteller, a teacher, and that's the kind of help that moves the needle. You can assign roles across any task: writing, analyzing, summarizing, brainstorming. You can say things like, act as a YouTube scriptwriter. Pretend you're a SaaS copywriter. You are a branding expert. These aren't gimmicks. They're instructions that shape how the AI thinks. When used consistently, role assignment gives your prompts depth and direction. Combining iteration and role assignment is where things really get powerful. You start with a clear role, write your prompt, then refine based on the result. You might adjust the voice, ask for more detail, reduce the word count, or test another format. With each version, you steer closer to what you need. Let's take another example. You're creating email subject lines. You begin with, write 5 subject lines for an email campaign. The output is okay. You revise, Act as a seasoned email marketer. Write 5 curiosity-driven subject lines for a limited-time offer promoting a digital product. Much better. Then you go deeper. Make one version sound urgent, one humorous, and one ultra-short. Now you're shaping real creative options. Iteration and role assignment are the secret to high-quality, customized output. They turn generic AI answers into tailored solutions, and they give you the ability to guide, refine, and own the result. But here's the key. Don't rush the process. Some of the best AI-generated content happens on the second or third try. Use each version as a step forward. Ask the AI to explain its choices. Ask for alternatives. Ask for improvements. You're not just a user, you're the director. And when you direct AI with the right role and refine your instructions with intention, it will deliver results that feel like magic, but are actually just good prompting. That's how professionals use AI, not as a shortcut, but as a creative partner, a partner that gets better with every round, as long as you lead with clarity, purpose, and vision. So remember, great copy isn't always written in one go. It's sculpted. And with AI, your tools for sculpting are iteration and role assignment. Use them well, and you'll never settle for average output again. Chapter 5. Prompt systems that save time and win clients. Every copywriter hits a wall eventually, not because they lack talent, but because they lack time. The deadlines stack up, the briefs get longer, the revisions keep coming, and that's where prompt systems become a game changer. They don't just make you faster, they make you scalable. They give you the ability to produce consistent, high-quality copy without reinventing the wheel every time. And for clients, that's not just helpful, it's irresistible. A prompt system is simply a reusable structure for guiding AI to create specific types of content. It could be for a product description, an email sequence, a landing page, or an entire brand voice guide. The goal is to build a prompt once, then tweak it to fit each new client or campaign. This turns your AI use from random to reliable, from experiments to execution. Let's imagine you write emails for e-commerce brands. Without a system, you might sit down each time and think, okay, where do I start? But with a prompt system, you already know the structure. You've got a framework that asks AI to take on a role, follow a tone, include specific information, and format the email for a particular goal. All you do is change the details, brand name, product, target audience, and you've got a solid first draft in seconds. That's not just helpful, that's leverage. Prompt systems also allow you to maintain consistency across content types. If a client wants 15 social media posts that feel on-brand and punchy, you don't need to manually create each one. You use your social content prompt system, something like, act as a social media copywriter for a fun and bold skincare brand. Write a short post that highlights a customer problem and ties it to our product. Use an engaging tone and end with a question. You run that system with new product benefits, angles, or testimonials, and now you've got a week's worth of posts in minutes. The real power of systems is that they reduce decision fatigue. You're no longer starting from scratch with every task. You're starting from strategy. That means less time staring at the blank page and more time refining, improving, and delivering high-performing copy that hits the mark. It also helps you train your brain to think in frameworks, hook, benefit, proof, call to action, so your creative thinking gets sharper with every project. Clients love this. When you have systems, you can promise faster turnaround times. You can take on more work without dropping quality. You can say yes to urgent projects because your process is already built, and clients notice. They see you as someone who's not just creative but organized, not just talented but efficient. That's the kind of copywriter clients keep coming back to. But these systems don't build themselves. You have to take time to identify the tasks you repeat most, then design prompts that give you a strong baseline every time. Start with one system, a blog outline prompt, a product review structure, a welcome email sequence. Use it, refine it, save it, then build another. Over time, you'll have a library of prompt systems that cover nearly every copywriting task you take on. The more specific your system is, the better. Don't settle for vague prompts like, write a good ad. Build something precise. Include the target audience, emotional angle, voice, format, and outcome. Give the AI clear roles. Ask for variations. Guide the length. The more direction you give, the less cleanup you'll need to do later. Some copywriters even build full prompt templates into client onboarding. When they get a new brand, they plug the brand info into their prompt system and instantly generate samples to test tone, positioning, or hook ideas. This shortens the briefing process, speeds up discovery, and gives the client a glimpse of your speed and clarity before the real work even begins. Prompt systems also help with collaboration. If you work with a team, you can share your best systems with junior writers or editors. Suddenly, your team has a consistent voice and structure, even when the talent level varies. That's how you scale without sacrificing quality. You build once, then repeat at speed. But the biggest benefit of all is energy. When your mental energy isn't wasted on repetitive decisions, you can use it where it matters, on strategy, client calls, deeper creativity, and business growth. Prompt systems free up your mind to do the work that truly moves the needle. So if you're a copywriter who's tired of the hustle, tired of inconsistent drafts, tired of staring at the blinking cursor, you need to systematize your prompts. Not just to save time, but to win back your focus. Because when you have great systems, you can deliver great copy again and again without burning out. Prompt systems are not about writing faster for the sake of speed. They're about building a repeatable process that protects your energy, impresses your clients, and elevates your output. In a world where content demands are only increasing, the copywriter with systems isn't just productive, they're unstoppable.